Oh, the places I've been. Oh, the places I've been. I've traveled all over the country and world, seen amazing sights, spent time with wonderful people, had my breath taken away. Each city a new adventure, every country a new stamp on my passport. From the East Coast to the West Coast, the Midwest to Hawaii to the Caribbean. Near and far, they all became home as I explored new places. I traveled across the country to the Pacific and to islands across the globe, but I started here at home on the familiar side of things. From Carolina to Florida, beaches with water clear as glass, haunted towns and roller coasters. I walked along the beaches, finding sea glass buried deep within the sand. I explored haunted towns by carriage with spooky histories as old as the country itself. I wandered the colored walkways of Disney and Universal Studios, enjoying the different thrills and amusements to be found. I've eaten in hidden gems, mingling with locals who rarely knew their city was not my home. I took these memories with me as I traveled across the country. Oh, the places I've been. From Missouri to Utah, I ventured from the familiarity of home to the flat plains of the Midwest, with Christmas lights in the Power Lake District and swimsuits in the Great Salt Lake. From hiking across mountaintops to ziplining down ski runs, I've seen Olympic Park and have been witness to the dedication and work ethic it takes to become a part of the ancient tradition. I've walked through busy city streets, seen the surroundings of people who claim my destination as their own. As I pass through the bustle, I get a glimpse of their lives in my temporary home. Oh, the places I've been. From California to Arizona, the desert to the coastline, the Golden Gate Bridge with its strong rods keeping us far above the bay, to the Grand Canyon with its sudden drops. From shifting temperatures to the rapidly changing geography and the differences in the ability of nature within a few hundred feet. The West Coast is an amazing mix of the heat of the desert to the moderate temps of the coast, to the ability of snow to survive within inches of sand and red clay and giant pine trees. I explored new cities and the desert roads that wind between them. We learned from the mix of the oldness of history and the newness of modern society, finding statue men and wild buffalo. Different worlds not so far apart. Driving through an Indian reservation and learning about the history of our country firsthand, witnessing the culture of a different group of people and gaining an appreciation for their way of life and their struggles that got them to where they are today. Oh, the places I've been. From the volcanoes and beaches of Hawaii to the islands of the Caribbean, sunrises on mountaintops, scaling slippery waterfalls, searching for tropical fish, and seeing humpback whales breaching in safe waters. Exploring jungle greenery and listening to swaying palm trees, I've run through the mountainous roads of Maui and driven in a new direction in St. Thomas. I've explored the clear oceans of the Caribbean and gotten lost in luscious island foliage. I've learned about the history of ancient islands and their people, learned about the new cuisine and language of a culture different from where I was raised, and discovered the impact of one nation's history on another's through the words of a stranger. I gained insight into those who are different than me and found beauty in those differences. Oh, the places I've been. From the cities that are near to my heart to the ones I have adopted as my own, from city streets to country roads, old routes to new adventures, I've seen so many amazing places. I used what I've learned from the past to guide me in my present. I've wandered through many cities that never knew my name, and yet all changed my perspective on life. I'm better for my travels and wouldn't change any of them. I love where I have been, every day, every moment, every lesson learned. I keep these times with me while I search for my next map dot. Oh, the places I'll go, and oh, the places I've been.